Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, winter is over, spring is upon us, the salt is all off the road, and we're back filming Cadillacs here on Shabby's Rides. So we are at Coleman Cadillac in Lawrenceville, New Jersey to check out this all-new battery electric vehicle from Cadillac for the 25 model year. Here it is. It's a 2025 Cadillac Optiq. This is the Sport 1 trim. The color here, Monarch Orange. We have a Manhattan Noir themed interior. It looks charcoal gray, to give you an idea. So, if you're in the EV game, if you're looking for the subcompact, totally electric crossover, is the Optiq the way you would rock down the road? You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. Front end of our Optiq in the Monarch Orange. Now, Monarch Orange is not a traditional Cadillac color. The traditional colors are black, white, and silver, maybe some gray, but definitely not orange. But I picked this because it'll pop really good in the sun, but here we go. Look at this. Front end, we have a full spread of LED lighting all the way across the front, including the turn signals. Now, the upper part of the grille with the Cadillac badge, that's non-functional because we have a battery electric vehicle, but we do have functionality in gloss black down below underneath the license plate to get air on that lithium-ion battery pack. Now, as we swing around to the wheel and tire setup on this Optiq, what we're looking at here is a 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel with the Cadillac badge on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Continental Cross Contact, all-season tires, 245 on the width, a 50 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the Monarch Orange with all gloss black around the windows and on the side view mirror caps. Moving on in, here is the charge port door on the left front fender with the Cadillac badge. We do have gloss black side view mirrors with LED turn signals and 360-degree view cameras. We're going to go color matched door handles that go flush with the car. And then we move on up and we have the color matched roof, shark fin antenna, panoramic fixed glass roof with shade. And then around back, look at that action. Roof spoiler coming off the top, no rear wiper. And then we have a full spread of LED lighting all the way around the back here with Optiq on the left side. And then you have gloss black down on the rear bumper area. Under the hood of the Optiq, as you can see, we do not have a front-mounted trunk on here or a frunk. Instead, we have the electric motors and all that jazz in here. But we have an 85 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack mated to a one-speed direct-drive EV transmission, 300 horsepower, 354 pound-feet of torque, dual motor, one up front, one out back, so you have all-wheel drive, MPGs, 111 in the city, 94 on the highway, 103 combined. We're at the left front fender where the charge port is on this Optiq. We have level 2 charging and DC fast charge capability. We have 302 miles on a full charge estimated here on the Optiq. To get to that full charge of the level 2 charger at home, you're looking at about 9.5 hours. DC fast charging, max charge speed, 150 kilowatts. You can get up to 79 miles of range in only 10 minutes. And the other thing I forgot to mention about the Optiq is it can also tow up to 1,500 pounds. So let me know what you think about those numbers. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 25 Optiq Sport 1. $53,495. This vehicle's got a couple options on it, which we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,495 from Cadillac's Ramos Arizpe, Mexico assembly plant. We have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $55,990. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to go with fabric up here, a very soft silver fabric. Interesting choice here. Let me know what you think. Then we're going to have this charcoal gray insert with light gray cross stitch. So we come across, we're going to have gloss black on our switchgear with power fold mirrors in and out. And then we have full power on the seats for the driver and the front passenger. We have 3-stage heated seats and then 2 memory seat settings and your exit seat setting. We also have the 19-speaker AKG sound system in here and a really large door pocket. As we swing into the footbox, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the all-season mats in there. We have the aluminum Cadillac door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. And then here is the Manhattan Noir theme. It's basically charcoal gray and black with light gray cross stitch, seating very soft, headrests very soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. We swing on in, we have the power seat for the front passenger, but we're not going to have memory seats for the front passenger. Up on the dash, soft touch, more of this fabric in the silver and black into your heat and air vent. Very, very, very sleek looking. And then we have the 33-inch OLED infotainment system that Cadillac is putting in all their new vehicles. And we have the Google system. It's an Android-based system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto with great pinch to zoom capability. Now, we've seen this system in some gas-powered cars. Here in the Optiq, it works a little bit different. So along the bottom is where you have all your widgets. So let's start with the left here at our home base. That gets you into all your apps, your vehicle status, your drive modes, My Cadillac to hook up the vehicle with your smartphone, your charging, your general vehicle settings, ambient lighting, swipeability looks great, Wi-Fi hotspot, podcasts, Bluetooth your phone, your maps, your radio. You got your ambient lighting right in here as well, where you can set a custom style, or you can go with a regular theme that you may want to have in here. And right now we're on incandescent. You can customize it over here on the left. Change your brightness, change your styles, right? If we want to change, we can go to blue, and then we can go to our different modes. We can link it to the drive mode or leave it on our standard one that we chose. So there is the ambient lighting. So it's nicely done, very classy, doesn't overpower you in the car. Then we have our drive modes right here, and we have Tour, we have Sport, we have Snow Ice, and we have a custom mode where you can change that up. So that's where you have all that action right at your fingertips. Then you have your Amazon Alexa if you want to see that. Now, if you want to move somewhere else, you can go to this run right here, and that's kind of like your home screen. Right now we have our maps up, but if we want to add something, what do we want to add up here? Well, let's add the audio up here, and then we can save that and it'll come on up. We also have our radio, HD AM FM, as well as Sirius XM, Bluetooth, podcasts, news, USB, Alexa, all that jazz. Bluetooth your phone, and then we have the lightning bolt. That's going to give you your charge, where you are as far as your charge, and how long is it going to take, and how many miles are you going to get, and do you want to set up a charging schedule. All done there. And then we have these widgets underneath. So this one, that turns the car off. We're going to cancel that. This does not have a push button start like some other EVs we've seen. You unlock the car, you get in, and when you push your foot on the brake, the car turns on. That's how it works. This button right here, it says that your vehicle will remain on for 60 minutes. Make sure your battery has sufficient charge. So you can leave the car on, like I'm doing right now, to do a video. And then you can open the glove box. There it goes, nice large glove box with this button right here. And then you have to close it by hand though. And then you have your one pedal driving, normal or off. Or if you have it on, you can set the level. And now you can have it on high, normal, or you can turn it off. And then you can exit. So a lot of stuff in here to see. And then we can go back to our maps in this system. Now, if we go to reverse, there you go. It shrinks down a little bit, but you do have a nice clear backup camera with 360-degree view. And you also have different views you can select from up here. So it looks good though. and then we can go back to park, and we're good to go. And there you have it. Moving down, we have a couple of heat and air vents. Now we have this white, off-white plastic trim that goes across the top with some ribbing on it. Not sure what they're trying to accomplish here. It looks a little out of place. You let me know what you think. And here's your dual climate right there. So you're all set there. Down further, you have a big area in here to store stuff. And then you have a big area underneath the center console that is felt lined to store stuff as well. Up on top, carbon fiber, looking good dial to go through your infotainment system if you don't want to use the touchscreen. And then the controls, the same as we saw up on the touchscreen. And then our volume right there. And again, another area for storage in there. 2 cup holders with a nice trim ring. And then we have our Cadillac key fob, lock, unlock, remote start, pop the tailgate, panic button, and the Cadillac emblem on the back. And then we have a nice soft armrest. We can open that up. And we have a wireless charging pad. And then in here, we have a felt-lined area for storage. We open this removable tray up, and look at that. We got a 12-volt and 2 USB-Cs, in case you were wondering where those babies were hid. Optiq steering wheel. We have a leather wrap wheel. Now this plastic up here, that is the Super Cruise. So it does have semi-autonomous driving on approved roads that are in the Super Cruise system. That's a subscription service. But we have a round bottom wheel in the leather, very soft leather too. But I have plenty of room to get in and out of this Optiq, no problem at 5'11". Nice open and airy passenger cabin in here. Cadillac badge on the horn button. Gloss black on the switch gear. We do have on the left side here, you have your adaptive cruise. You do have your heated steering wheel right there, on or off. Of course, all that, including the heated seats, can be coordinated with your climate system. And then on the right side, as you can see, you have your telephone, voice commands, music, volume, that sort of thing. 1 paddle to adjust the level of regen braking on the left side. Then on your left, star wipers, high beams, drowsy driver detection camera right there, and there's your gear shift on the right. Now over here on the left, electric parking brake, pop the tailgate, auto vehicle hold, bright and dim the dash, and we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our digital dash that not only is right in front of you here, but is also over on the side. So if we zoom on in here, give you a closer look, we can change our themes on our dash with these right here. So we can go to our energy theme, bring up our maps in here. There's our adaptive cruise, or our clean look, or our regular classic gauges. So it all depends on what you want to see in here when you're going down the road, but I do like the themes. The other thing you can do is over here, you have your gauges. If you hit this arrow over here, then you can go to Tour or Sport, and that'll change that up and give you a little bit more action, or you can go back to your classic touring up there, or you can link it to your drive modes. They have a lot of hidden goodies in here. Then here, you have your lane keep assist. Headlights are right here, on, off, or set them on auto. And then you have this button over here, which allows you to go to the layout for the digital dash or go to your trip. And then from here, you have different pages you can swipe across to go trip 2, trip 1, current trip, or just blank. So a lot of information over here on the left as well, but super clear. Here's your overhead console right here. Now, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off and you open and close the door, you need to do nothing. You open the door, the lighting will come on. Now, in this EV, if you open the door, it turns the car off. And then when you close the door, they will go off. Now, I set this so the car wouldn't go off. But that's what you do. When you're done driving and you put it in park, all you have to do is open the door and the car turns off. That's it. So very much like, I believe a Tesla works the same way. 4-way hazards, SOS button in case of emergency on the road, unstar if you want to talk to GM. So they got you set there. Now here is our fixed glass panoramic roof, but we do have a power shade. Now some of these, like we saw in the Charger Daytona EV, does not have a shade, but the Optiq does, and the shade will go all the way back over the rear seat passengers, and then you have a huge area to look out of, bring a lot more light into the car, and then you have a one-touch close, but it is not fast. So we're going to move on. Rear view mirror, frameless rear view mirror with the magic button to go digital rear view mirror, and the controls underneath here will let you lower and raise the height of your rear view camera and zoom in or zoom out. Now, our sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back of the Optiq, but first the rear door panel, we got the same action, right? We have the same fabric, soft material up top, the AKG speakers, the soft armrest, gloss black on the switchgear, but it gets dusty, so you got to be careful with that action. But I like the consistency of design front to back. I have the seat set for my driving position. Let's hop on into this Optiq. You're going to have to duck to get in. It is a subcompact, lower roof line, so if you're over 5'9", 10", you're going to have to duck. Once I'm in, though, enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees. I'm going to have the stitching with soft touch material on down to a seat pocket behind the driver and another one behind the front passenger. Then in the back, 2 heat and air vents, 2 USB-Cs, and a home power source. And then way down below, there's an area for storage. Now, rear seats, same Manhattan Noir, charcoal gray and black, with your headrests, with the stitching. They're really soft. They're very comfortable. I got to give Caddy credit for that. And then super soft armrest, 2 cup holders. So overall, it's pretty darn comfortable here in the back of the Optiq, but just like any battery electric vehicle, my legs and knees are going to be higher back here because I'm sitting on top of the battery pack. Getting in the cargo area of the Optiq, well, we have a power lift gate, so you can pop it from your key fob, you can pop it from the dash. You have a hands-free option, or you can come to the back, and the Cadillac badge is your button. Just push it in. Boom, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. So now with the rear seats up, 26 cubic feet of cargo space. In the back of Optiq, we have the carpeted floor mats right here, as well as your charging cables right there. We have the all-season floor mats and seat back protectors in here. Underneath this, we open this up, we have an area for storage with a briefcase. So we got executive action in here with the briefcase. You get yourself a free briefcase. And then look at that action. We got storage over here on this side with the subwoofer for this AKG system. Another cubby over here. LED lighting on the left. And, oops, I almost forgot, 12 volt back here. Oops, snapshot. 12 volt back here for power. Now, to get the rear seats down, the vehicle's small enough, being a subcompact, you can just reach through, push the button, and throw them down. Reach through, push the button, throw them down. And now, with the rear seats down, we're looking at 57 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Optiq. Window sticker time, here we go. Got some writing on here, so my apologies. 25 Optiq Sport 1, Monarch Orange, Manhattan Noir interior. Here is the standard equipment, left to right. There are the options, the Monarch Orange paint, the floor liner package, which we showed you. $55,990 MSRP. Fuel economy estimates, 302 miles of range. Made in Mexico by Caddy. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, so we're out on the road in this 25 Optiq Sport 1. Now the trim levels for 25 in Optiq is Luxury 1, Luxury 2, Sport 1, Sport 2. So that's how it rocks. So this is Sport 1, about 56 grand if you round up. Sport 2, that's going to run you about 59 grand if you round up. So about 3,000 more for the Sport 2 trim over Sport 1. But I got great visibility out all the glass, no problem at all. Nice Digital rear view mirror, so I have an unobstructed view out the rear of the vehicle. Nice side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, LED exterior lighting up out front and out back for safety. So you got all the safety features. You got this beautiful 33-inch OLED dual system, digital instrument cluster on one side, infotainment on the other, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, dual climate, heated seats, heated steering wheel, wireless charging, got some carbon fiber in here, looking good. Got USB connectivity in the back and rear heat and air. Would have been nice to see rear heated seats in the Optiq Sport 1, but that's coming in Sport 2, as well as a head-up display in Sport 2 trim. But it's very smooth. Just like a Cadillac gas-powered vehicle, it's very, very smooth. The suspension's well damped. It's very cushy. It feels really comfortable. The seats are hugging me in all the right places. So it really feels good to drive. And I really like that relaxed luxury drive of a Caddy, whether it's gas or electric. Check out our brakes. They just throw out the anchors. And then we're going to take off. Dual motor, all-wheel drive. And it gets you up to speed just fine. This is not a performance EV. This is a regular EV. 300 horsepower, 354 pound-feet of torque. Not going to throw you back in the seat. Not going to burn rubber like you see some of those performance EVs advertised. This is just a regular EV. It gets you over 300 miles of range. Estimated now, of course, that all depends on weather, terrain, and how you drive, what kind of mileage you're going to get. Right now, we're averaging about 3 miles per kilowatt hour, and that was after a couple of sharp takeoffs. But it's really designed to get you and your family around town or out down the road on a road trip comfortably, in luxury, and you don't have to use gas. That's the whole idea. So it really does work well, and it really does look good. I'll be anxious to see what the Sport 2 looks like compared to Sport 1 for that extra $3,000, but I'm very happy in here. So now we're going to come down the road here, and we are going to do a turning radius test. Now the turning radius on Optiq, 19.9 feet. So almost 20. Here we go. Right around it goes, no problem. Now, let's go ahead and go to Sport and just see what we got. That picks up a little bit better, but then it flattens out because we don't have big horsepower in here. So it gives you that jolt, then flattens out a bit because it is just a regular EV. Now, and I'm not going to fault it for that. It's not advertised as a performance EV. Now, Cadillac is discontinuing after the 2025 model year their gas-powered EV, or excuse me, their gas-powered SUVs. 3 of them. XT4, XT5, XT6 are all gone after 25. They're going to be replaced with this Optiq in the subcompact class, the Lyriq in the compact class, the Vistique in the midsize class, and the Escalade IQ in the full-size class or segment. So Cadillac is going all in on EV SUVs. There still will be a gas-powered Escalade, but that'll be the only gas-powered SUV left in the Cadillac lineup after the 2025 model year. You let me know what you think about that. That's a pretty bold strategy to starting in 2026 to only offer EV SUVs except for the Escalade, which will be gas and electric. So you let me know what you think about that. And if you're in the game for an EV and you're looking for that SUV, there's a lot to choose from in the premium segment for EVs. Would you go with this Cadillac Optiq? Let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Coleman Cadillac here in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this 2025 Cadillac Optiq Sport 1 for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.